So I have built these baskets, and actually this container I bought from Dollar Tree. Ooh, maybe 2 to 3 years ago. Oh wow, it's been a minute. I don't even remember, but here I am again. I had these baskets, and I happened to go up north, and I just went in Michael's, because sometimes they have clearance items like different pots, like if I want to make muffins, and I have this one particular pot that I like, or cake pan, baking pan. That's what it is. It's a baking pan, and it has a design. And I wish I would have bought 2 at the time, 2 or 3, because when you just have one and you want that particular design, just waiting till 6 items cook, and, that could take all day. But anyway, let's talk about this. So my mother's at a rehab facility, and I did do some things for Easter, little baskets for the staff, because I already had that here. I think I had did something for children. Ooh, that was definitely when I did like a little candy bags. They were really nice. And I took them, I think, to maybe I made 5 or 6 stops or whatever. And I had like 400 little goodie bags for children that are in shelters. And I happened to have some items left over, so I made 10 little Easter baskets for staff persons at the facility where my mother is. And I looked and I saw that I had these, so I set them on the table. And I went into Michael's, and I saw these candles. They have them 4 for $9.99, and this one is called Lotus, and it is very nice. Now, all the other candles, you can smell them, and you can be like, oh my God, no. But that Lotus, I'm very impressed. And this one is honey and vanilla. Very impressed. Very, very nice. And this one, I had never, all the years that I've bought candles for them doing baskets, this one is called Patchouli Lime. And it is nice, very nice. So the candles came from Michael. This was a clearance item at Michael's, regular $16. And I got it for $3 and something. And these came from Walmart for 88 cents. I was gonna order some on Amazon. They would have cost like around $2 each. Because sometimes you go to Walmart and whatever they have out, sometimes it's all that they have. And so I think I had to, while I was just out different times over the last 2 or 3 weeks, when I went in Walmart, I would just check. And so I was able to get these, and they're 88 cents. With the candles, and of course the chips came from Walmart, $2. And this is actually a gift for my daughters. I have a whole YouTube on it where they're taking me to Beyonce concert for my 65th birthday. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. It's on another YouTube. But anyway, I'm looking at all of this, and I have an idea of what I want to do. So let's see how I can pull it together. I've seen it in my mind. Let's see what I can do. Got all this stuff here and stuff on the couch. Okay. So the sneakers are like my mother's favorite, and she likes the Hershey Kisses. So all the different items I have is like items that my mother really liked. So that's why I have them. In my mind, I thought these combs will be able to fit right in here and have the same width and everything, but they don't. And I just wanted to put like a little saran wrap around. You know, it's glitter and stuff, but even though the suckers have, you know, they're in paper, but I just have that saran wrap that rolls up. I don't know what's wrong with this cat. So I'm not going to use this comb. Maybe I may put some in the comb. I'll see. So I started kind of putting them together, and then I got another idea of how I could make it happen. So I need to run to the store to get one more thing. And these are the cookies that I had left from the Easter thing I did for the nursing staff and the CNs, I guess the ones that really care for. They wash them and change them and do everything. So, yeah. When I put things together, it has to be appealing to me. It has to really catch me, and I say, oh, okay, I like this. You know, it will be something I would like for myself. Even though, you know, I won't want anything like this. I mean, I love candles, but that's about it. But, you know, this is something nice for people who work so hard, you know, caring for other people's family members. So, you know, this is just a little gift. And I usually build on it, and that way I don't have to spend a whole lot of money at one time. Okay. It's 1:33 p.m. and today is Saturday and is May 10th. I was really debating whether I would bake a cake. You know, I bought strawberries and stuff to do a chocolate cake and to do cheesecake because I'm putting the baskets together, and the way I organized everything, it takes a little time, and I just didn't want to be fatigued trying to bake. Then I realized that I needed some sour cream and another box of suckers for what I want to do to decorate the basket. So I went out to Sam's Club, and then I stopped at Dollar Tree because I actually had some additional candles I bought, and I said, man, I could just take them in case there's somebody else, you know, that I could just gift on Mother's Day. So I bought like 4 bags. That's I'm not getting no more containers. I'm not doing that. So we'll see. And then I want to bake something to take to the women's shelter at Breakthrough, because they, you know, the lady Annette, she knows me. You know, I'm not gonna say she knows me well, but she knows me for bringing things there. But so I had to make a run Saturday, but I got up early, kind of organizing the baskets. So I don't think I've ever had this before. And I got some sour cream and what else? I got some other stuff, but let me get started. It's 3:47 p.m. and basically I fill them up 3/4 of the way with peppermints, because that big bag of peppermints was like $7 and something, close to $8. And then I put the suckers on top. Because at first, without that filling of peppermints in this candy, you could almost use half a box on one of these cups. So what I did was I put some saran wrap around the top so that they, wouldn't fall out. And I got clear tape around there. It didn't have to be perfect, just so if the pot tips over, not the pot, but the container, the basket, whatever. Okay. It's a lot of moving parts. So what I did with these, I put like a piece of tape on the bottom of them to hold the two bags together. And on the inside, I put some tape so that if the basket container fell upside down, everything wouldn't just totally come out. So same thing with these, and this is heavy. So, okay, let me continue. So I have tape kind of holding things in place a little bit. Tape is everywhere. Even though the jars, I got them tape around them, but they're not really stuck to the thing, to the container. So, okay. So I have the candles underneath, and I think I'm gonna elevate the salt baths. It's all way down here, but I got it taped, so I'm gonna leave it like that. So this one I just had two candles in here. So it's going on 8:11 p.m. And the way I do the baskets, because I try to have them kind of stable, like, if they fall, they don't just fall apart, but they kind of stationary. So it takes a minute. And even though, over maybe the last 3 weeks or a month, I've been building up But once I just organize and I bring everything together, it takes time, you know. It's not difficult, but it takes time. And those, I had bought like 3 bags for what I had left over, you know. So, yep, it's 8:11. And I was going to bake, but I'm like, I don't know. Because I've been on my feet all day. These are the extra ones that I had that I'm going to create. I bought these little bags from Dollar Tree. So, and I just have one of those left. And so I'm just going to sit it in a bag like that. So with this cone, I'm just going to sit them in this plastic bag and then sit them in the red bag. So this is the last one. Done, done, done. And then I have some loose candy cookies. I may take that to the women's shelter later. I'm going to see if I have enough time. Ooh. So it's 8:51 p.m. And I'm going to have to put that butter in the refrigerator because I can't do all this baking. My legs, I've been on my legs all day. On my feet. On my feet, not on my legs. Man, I've been tired all day. So at least I got this done. So I'll just set this in the bag so it's all together. You know, I just didn't want it to be too heavy. Well, I don't know, whatever. It's a wrap. So it's 8:54 p.m. and I'm done. Oh my goodness, that's nice. I like that. With the gray, that is really popping. So I really like these. I got this on clearance at Michael's. I think I paid $3 for most of them. All I found was 2. And I thought that was perfect for Mother's Day. And the other containers, these came from Dollar Tree. I think I bought those maybe around 3 years ago. And today I got 2 of the bags from Dollar Tree. 3 of the bags, maybe 3 or 4. And of course, like I said earlier, the candles from Michael's on sale. And a lot of the candy from Myers and Walmart. So these are all the baskets. They're just my appreciation to staff at the Rehabilitation Center where my mother is. And I always do that. And I'm going to take something to the women's shelter. It just may be the next day. And, they'd be happy with that. Yeah. So I got 2 over here. Very nice. So I put those in the bags. I have bags for those. And I'll sit them in a bag in the morning. So I really like them. The bags are very similar to that bow. That bow is everything. Bows have like their own personality. I mean, you can just do so much with them. With those wire bows. Look at tuxedo over there.